welcome to my channel Among Stouts. If you are new here, my name is Samantha and I am a new homeschooling mom of 4 kiddos. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys what my kids and I are going to be doing for our election unit study. So we are getting ready to start this unit study here in the next couple of days because we are nearing closer and closer towards the election, and I would like to have a little mock election for my kids here at home. And like I've said in some of my previous videos, I am doing my best to teach all about the US government and our voting process and all of those things and how they work without giving such a biased viewpoint from myself. Okay, so first and foremost, we are going to be using the Gather Round Homeschool US Government Mini Unit as the core for studying US government in our homeschool. Because this is a mini unit, it is each lesson is a lot less to read than if it was a full unit study from Gather Round Homeschool. So we should be able to get through it in a quicker pace than what we've been doing with some of our regular unit studies. And I do have a flip through of the teacher's guide and the books that we are pairing with this in another video that I will link in the cards and down in the description. So I went ahead and printed off this election unit study from Sonlight. It is a free download from their website, so I will go ahead and link that in the description below. But what I really liked about this is that the topics are all similar to what is already covered in the US government, but there's different activities and different questions and really just different ways for my kids to take in the information and to understand it. Getting a different perspective from 2 different writers from the 2 different unit studies, I think will help them to be able to understand it better. Maybe one is going to click with them more than the other, and the activities in this are really fun. There are some writing prompts, some art, some questionnaires, word search. So this is just really simple and easy to throw in. And again, because the Gather Round is a mini unit, I don't mind adding in this extra. And so for my 6-year-old, I do have the pre-reader here for her for the Gather Round unit. So there's just lots of little fun activities in here for her to do. And then to make it more appropriate for the 2020 election, I did get this printable from Teachers Pay Teachers. Again, I will link to it below. But I thought this was really fun because it is, I went ahead and attached it this way so that we didn't lose any pages. But it's just all papers that I can work on with her to make a Lapbook. And just really something that her and I can do together to help her understand the election and the candidates better, more on her level. So I think this will be really good for her. So that is hers. And then these 2 actually came from the same printable. This one for my turn it the right way. This one for my 10-year-old, I gave him just because it has the real pictures of them. And then for my 8-year-old, I gave her this one and she can color their pictures here. And so again, this is a separate printable, but I did get it off of Teachers Pay Teachers and it comes as one. And this is sort of similar to what I have for my 6-year-old and how my kids can make a Lapbook of information with all of this. And this I really liked. This one in particular for my older kids I really like because it goes into passages and reading comprehension. And so it has voting in the United States, the Electoral College, and then the Electoral College map and how it works and why each state has the amount of electorates that it has. It goes into the 2-party system. And then they have pages here where they can also do a Lapbook. And so this will be facts about Joe Biden and then facts about Donald Trump. And when I was looking at these printables on Teachers Pay Teachers, it was really important to me to find some that were very factual and without bias. If I am wanting to teach my kids without adding in my personal bias, it's very important to me that anything that I use as supplements also be unbiased and without someone else's opinion. So I liked this. So it has these fact cards here. And this one is all about Joe Biden, the candidate, and who his running mate is. And then this one here is all about Donald Trump and Mike Pence, and all factual information there. And so then they can just learn more about each candidate. And then not only are they learning about the candidate, but again, they're learning about the two parties. And so there's factual information here about the Democrat and Republican Party, so that my kids can have an understanding of like what each party is supposed to stand for and what they represent, what their symbols are, and things like that. During the election, so there's this page here that says Election 2020, and it has all of the I think they're called electorals. All of the electoral votes that each state has, and then my kids can keep track of the total votes for Biden and then the total votes for Trump, and then in the end they can write down here who won the election. So this is going to be a really fun thing to have them do on election night. Color in red or blue and then tally up and count to see who our next president will be. And then, let's see, it also has passages here. So like here's the Joe Biden one. So passage for Joe Biden with reading comprehension. And then it does the Donald Trump reading passage here. And then again, it also has the comprehension. And then what I also really loved about this particular printable is that it does have all of the information for Joe Biden and Donald Trump, but also for the VP candidates. So here is Kamala Harris's reading passage, and then it'll have her reading comprehension questions. And then the same for Vice President Pence. There's the reading passage about him, and then again, reading comprehension questions. Here we go back here, and this is where they can separate the facts about Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and then here's like another way to separate out the facts. So Joe Biden, and then separate them out here, and then there's a page on that for Donald Trump as well. Okay, so I think this part is really cool. This is the Venn diagram. So it's letting you compare Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Obviously, both sides are at this point very different. But based on the information in this resource, they can put down Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and then find some common ground here. I think that is so. What I really love about this is it is so important to me that my kids be able to find common ground with anyone, with everything. That is something that I like to do. That's why, honestly, I always say I can be friends with anyone, because your politics, even if I don't agree with them, I'm sure there's somewhere where we have common ground and we can agree on those things and have a great friendship. But yeah, I really like that you can see that they will be able to get the differences and then find the common ground between the two candidates. The rest of the pages are just more like facts and separating them out. And then we have our ballot. So my kids, this is obviously geared for teachers in a classroom, so there's a lot of these. But we will all vote ourselves in our homeschool and see who wins the election here in our home, but also who wins the election when it actually happens. So, and this one has the exact same information, only all of the pictures are going to be their real pictures instead of the cartoon pictures. And so those are the resources as far as activities and workbooks that we're going to be using for the election. And so like I said, I will link down in the description box the video that I have already made on the Gather Round Homeschool US Government Unit, and I did a flip through of that, and I also showed you guys what books we are going to be reading to pair with that. So I will link that video down in the description, but I do want to show you, I did purchase a few more books that are election specific. And so I did want to share these books with you guys just so that if you're interested, you can go ahead and pick these up as well. So the first book that I picked up is the What is a Presidential Election? And it has stickers on the inside, it says. And it also has the electoral map. So this will, since my 6-year-old didn't get that same activity book, I think I'll let her use this one to track on the night of the election. So we love these who is, what is books. And then I've had this one for a little while, and I can finally pull it down and we can use it. And it is the One Vote, Two Votes, I Vote, You Vote. So we will read this together. And then I believe I mentioned this in the US government. I can't remember, but I wanted to go ahead and show it since it's voting specific. And it says, and it is How Our Government Works for You When You Grow Up to Vote by Eleanor Roosevelt. So we'll have that one. And then, What's the Big Deal About Elections? And then I got a DK book, and it is What is an Election? There's that. And then I got Granddaddy's Turn, A Journey to the Ballot Box. And last but not least, I got A Celebration of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, Lillian's Right to Vote. So I'm super excited to read these with my kids. I think we got lots of good winning books here, as well as so many great activities and resources within this curriculum to start to give my kids a great understanding of the U.S. government, our presidential election voting system, and why it's all so important. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful, and if you liked this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Your support means so much to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!